What's up, Better Days? Happy New Year. It's New Year Day, January 1st, 2023. We're out on Couchville Lake at Long Hunter State Park, and the water is below Winter Pool. Winter Pool is 483 feet above sea level. This is below that at 482. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description to where you find that information. But if you're coming out here, it's just mud. So you gotta have some good mud boots. I got for Christmas from my parents this tiny little fishing pole. We're gonna try to catch a fish on that. No guarantees. I also got from one of my subscribers, Austin, a very nice Christmas letter that said, "Merry Christmas, I tied you these handmade jigs. Catch a big one." So that's what we're gonna try to do. All of these little crappie jigs. And then he also made me some bigger bucktail jigs. Looks like those could catch a bass. So we're gonna really try those out today. All right. Man, I have been out here last winter, but it never got this low last winter. This is crazy. It gives you pretty good insight to what the bottom of this lake is like. It is really silty. Like when you step in this, it's not just mud, it's real soft. I stopped at Big Charlie's to get some minnows, and they didn't have minnows. They were out. New Year's Eve wiped them out. People were going fishing for the new year. So we got shiners. I've never seen this lake this low, so I want to scope out a little bit of it today. This is the south end of the lake. There's this little cul-de-sac over here. Little cove right in here. Looks like you just about can't get in there. Wow. Yep. We're beached. We can't even get back in there. I searched the whole south end of the lake. I didn't find fish anywhere but here. Looks like probably a catfish right there. There's a whole bunch of air bubbles coming up. This is the southwest corner. Just launched right over there. I found what looked like a nice school of crappie on the fish finder. One right up here ahead of me. I have fished a little over an hour now, and I haven't caught a fish. And I only saw one other person catch one fish. Like it might be a real slow day, which is bizarre. It's been slow the last couple of days. Not a lot of people reporting many catches anywhere in Middle Tennessee. They gotta eat sometime though. This is what that shiner looks like underneath the boat. Look at the signature off of that little shiner. Watch this when I pick it up. There it goes. And that's that big old signature. It's just this little shiner right there. It's crazy. You really got to get used to what you're looking. See, there it is again. Put it right down there at 7 foot. Isn't that wild? There's a fish. And I just saw these. I saw these on the fish finder. I finally found some fish on the finder, and they bit. It's just, you gotta find them today. That's not usually a problem out here. They must be tight, really tight, tightly schooled up. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Look at all these birds. I don't think they're sandhill crane. Gosh, you can hear their wings. They're definitely too big to be gulls. They kind of look like big dumb pelicans, or they're not heron. Heron don't do that. Oh wow, golly, that's neat. There's a fish, man. Second fish in 2 hours. Golly, this has been tough. I have never had a day out here this tough. These fish just are not turned on at all. Oh, he's got it in his eye. There we go. Wow, 2 fish in 2 hours. What a tough. There's one. I might have found a little pocket of fish. We really had to get deep though. He was shallow near the surface, but we're in 18 foot of water. I hadn't fished that deep all day. It's just 4-inch crappie. Huh. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man? Are they biting today?
No.
Good.
No.
Yeah. You know, this is actually one of my first times coming out here, you know, and I'm just never caught a crappie before, you know, and you see those YouTube videos of people coming up here and just like laying the hammer to them, you know.
That's me. I make those videos.
Man, are you Better Days fishing?
Yeah, that's me, buddy.
Dude! Yeah, man.
If I'm not catching fish, nobody's gonna catch fish.
Yeah, yeah, you got that right, man.
So I'm on the north end of the lake, and this is the shallow end of the lake. And there's a cove right over here, but it looks like you can't get to it. Looks like there's a whole bunch of land. It's got it, kind of turned it into a little pond. If that's the case, oh wow, wow. I think there's gonna be a little blue hole over here that's not connected to the rest of this lake right now in any way. I think there's another little pond over here. I came up to the north side of the lake because I wanted to see if I could find some fish. I'm not finding anything on the south side of the lake. There's the fish pier down there. There's that deep hole where I usually fish. And the wind's coming straight up out of the south, straight in our face. Oh wow. This stuff is quicksand. Literally, you sink in it as soon as you touch it. Lots of birds, footprints over here. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, stand right out here on this rock. There's definitely a drop off right there I can see. Let's see how far the wind will take that. All the way to the center. All the way to the center. And I bet you if this thing comes across any fish, they'll eat it. Because they're stuck in this pond. You're not allowed to use those little scooters. There goes a kid on a scooter. No scooters, no bikes, no trikes, no big wheels, no power wheels, no skates. You gotta walk on this path out here. You're not allowed to ride around it. You also have to wear your life jacket. If you're gonna come out here on this lake, you have to wear your life jacket at all times. I know. I'm the no fun patrol. It's a state park though. They got these rules for a reason. And if we want to all use it and enjoy it, it's best to follow the rules. somebody out here without a life jacket falls in and drowns, and then I can't come out here anymore. I'm gonna be really sad because we lost somebody we didn't have to, and we also lost a nice fishing spot. Well, I'm having fun. I'm not catching fish like I usually do out here, but I'm just outside on January 1st. And it's beautiful. It's 70 degrees and sunny. There is wind, which is blowing me from the south to the north, but so little wind. It's like 5 or 6 miles an hour. It sounds like a lot, and it may even look like a lot when you're out in open water like this, but it's not. I've dealt with much worse trying to make you guys a video. It's just lovely. Absolutely freaking lovely. Okay, I want to get as far north on this lake as possible. I want to see if the wind is pushing these bait fish up to the north side of the lake, and maybe if these fish have followed them. I only found 2 or 3 school of crappie down at the lower end, and they weren't hitting. So let's see if we can't get down here. Let's see if we can't get up on the north side. I can tell you this much. The south side of the lake was at 45 degrees. And this is 53. It's 8 degrees warmer up here on the north side of the lake, the shallower side. Not going nowhere. I got stuck. Looks like the water goes through. I don't know if my kayak will. Yeah, look at what these fish would have to come through if they wanted to get to the other side of the lake. Okay, we can't go to the bridge and fish. It's dry land. And I know on the other side of that, it's just even worse. It's only a foot or 2 deep max. So we're not gonna go up there. We're gonna turn around and head back down. Back down to the deeper water. We're just gonna sit on an anchor and try to catch fish. I don't know what else to do at this point. Here's those big giant birds again. I bet that's the same group of birds, but they're just flying around the lake. I think they're pelicans. I think they're pelicans. They're huge. Just ridiculous. That's so cool. I think those are pelicans. That's that same group of birds, though. They're flying around looking for a school of bait fish. They'll land down on Percy Priest and smack them up. God, look at the way they move. So cool. All right, I made it back to the deep hole. There's a bunch of fish down there. Damn, 30 feet is a long way. 30 feet is a real long way. 40 feet, golly. That's way down there. Okay. We're sitting right on the edge of the deepest. All right, I'm sitting here with 3 lines out, and I decided I needed more. So we're gonna try to stick a fish. We ain't catching any fish, but we're gonna try with this little guy. Ain't he cute? Let's see here. Oh, got a bite right away. Got one. We got one. Oh, he got off. He got off. Tough to set the hook with this little thing. Darn, it got off. We had one real quick. I felt him pulling. Oh, there's a fish right there. I got him. I got one on the tiny pole.
Oh, wow.
I got one on the tiny pole, guys. It come off. I didn't set the. I just didn't. No, did you see it come up here? Yeah, it was a nice crappie. It was a keeper crappie. I couldn't set the hook. This tiny little. It don't have good bend, so the hook didn't set. That's why you need. Somebody's got a remote control boat out here, and it's hilarious.
That's an interesting thing.
Yeah, it's the most interesting thing to happen all afternoon. I just caught a fish you guys didn't see. My battery wasn't, it was dead. 100%. Get him. Ah, looked like you had a bite or something. Oh, got one. Yeah, they're starting to fire up a little. These fish had me scared. Like they weren't in here anymore. Like some aliens come and abducted them. They're in here. And just not getting any consistency and no size. Today ain't the day. But it's the first day of the year and we've caught our first fish of the year. Since that sun went down, man. Yeah, but I mean, there we go, got one. They just fired up. It's like, and I'll show you. It's all about the speed. So I'm just gonna lift up on it, get it off the ground, and then none of that up and down you just did. Look what, see? Oh, I had a tick. And then just set it right back down and keep rolling at the same speed. But I just had a tick. That would have been 3 casts in a row. Or 4. 3, I think. Yeah, it's just the slightest tick. Now the next thing you have to do is calm that hook set down. It's that right there. That's the hook set. No, don't lift your elbow. Keep your elbow pinned to your side.
Oh, I see.
Keep your elbow pinned to your side.
Okay.
Got him. That's a good one. That's a good one. Guys, it took all day, and the reason is that sun needs to go down. They're gonna feed all night tonight. They're gonna feed all night. All fish in this area are gonna feed all night tonight. And I'm gonna sleep. Artificials. Got him. Yeah, they're gonna feed all night tonight. And I might try to go home and get something to eat, and then, can you net that for me? Thank you. Just dump him. Thanks. Get something to eat, and then I might go back out fishing somewhere.
You just closing the deal.
Right. Oh, did you hear me say got him before I actually hooked the fish? Because I felt that thump and said got him. There, I got him. I got him. Dude, I was scared. Like, genuinely scared earlier today. What's wrong with these fish? Why am I not catching fish? That was the hardest day I have had on Couchville Lake. I was out here all day. It got up to 70 degrees. It's incredibly beautiful out this first day of the year. My buddy Don Lottie made it out. Check him out. He's Sunday View Fishing on YouTube, if you haven't done so already. This is a fantastic place to fish. These fish they're not gonna hit today. They're gonna hit tonight, I know it. This weather's so beautiful. Oh well, we'll give them a try again some other time. I tell people where to go fishing. If you like that kind of thing, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a happy new year and a better day.